Welcome everybody. Today for a quick walk around and startup video is a Starcraft Islander fishing boat that my buddy just picked up and he's really excited about it, so he wanted to share with you his new purchase with a walk around and firing up the motor so you can see it. It's powered by a 2.5 liter GM Iron Duke and it's hooked to an OMC drive, and that's the extent that I know about it, so hopefully we can get it on the water shortly and test it out.
Here we are today. We have a 1984 Starcraft Islander. It's around a 19-20 foot. I picked this up yesterday for $1,000. I've always had an interest in boating and fishing, but haven't personally owned a boat this size, so this is my first opportunity. As you can see, the body looks pretty clean on it. There's not much of a water line on it. I believe it was fairly well taken care of by the original owner. The trailer looks like it's either been immaculately kept up or the frame may have possibly been repainted. It looks really good shape as well. The glass up there is good. I'm not going to tell you the boat's new because it's not, but it's a very solid first start. This actually has rollers instead of carpeted rails. And then it has these added pipe extensions to kind of guide you when you're loading the boat on the trailer. That can be handy, especially at night. I'm sure whoever had this boat originally did a fair amount of night fishing. So this bracket right here is for a kicker motor. It's not a bad idea to have one when you're out there on the water because you just never know what could go wrong. It's got these additional straps here for when you're trailering it to keep the back of the boat from bouncing. Even though the boat's heavy in the back with the motor, it's still not a bad idea to have it strapped back there as well. You don't want to reef on it too hard, but certainly make them taut. It's got downriggers already mounted on it. These are Canon electrics on each corner, and then in the middle is a walker with about a 4-foot extension. That's nice because that gets you over the platform and the motor so that you don't worry about getting your line caught. So we are going to hook up some earmuffs and get inside this bad boy and see if we can't start it up. I heard it run when I bought it, but I swear to you that I have not squirted any ether or done anything since I bought it, and I know the previous owner hadn't really got it out much this season, so if it starts right up, I'm expecting good things. So here we have the earmuffs hooked up. You probably didn't see it when I walked around it, but on the lower part, on the fin here, on the lower part of the lower unit, there's some slots, and that's where you put your earmuffs over, and that allows it to draw the water. It's very important that you have some sort of water source for the boat so that you don't ruin the water pump. And here we are. We're going to turn on the faucet, and as you can see, the water is spurting out, and we are going to give it a start. So bear with me here. I got to climb up inside this. Fortunately, the fenders are heavy duty and made to stand on. They even have some sandpaper grip material, which is nice. I am officially inside the boat. Here's just a quick look at the interior. Does need some upholstery, but the floor is very solid, which is very important when you're looking at a boat, to get a solid floor. Few accessories that were probably added over time. little depth finder, fish finder. That could use to be updated. Compass, mirror was probably original. Your weather band radio, which is important. That's something we're going to want to take a look at and make sure it's functioning. We're also going to have to look at some other safety things that are compliant with boating on the water, such as a flare gun, fire extinguisher, extra life jackets for extra passengers, a flotation device that has got a rope on it. Here's the the cuddy cabin. Obviously, some of the foam cushions are kind of missing, but there's some anchors, and looks like somebody mounted some rod holders that run up this way. But overall, pretty clean condition, in solid wood, and that's important. There's some storage space underneath these. There's a drain here for, you know, water. Hopefully not from waves coming over, or we would be out in conditions that we shouldn't be in, but just for any water that gets in the boat or when it rains. Hopefully I'm going to be able to cover the boat and protect it a little better than some people did. And here's the back of the boat. A couple of seats, need a little updating. Here's these cannon rod holders, or downriggers, and then the walker downrigger, and then here is where the motor sits. It's not a very big motor. It's a 2.5 liter. It's what they call the Iron Duke. They're well-known motors, very strong running little motors. Really all you need to get out there and do some fishing. I believe they're rated at right around 120 horsepower. It looks like some work has been done to this motor for maintenance and preservation. So I would say overall it's fairly clean. When I look down in here, there's a little bit of water, probably from some rain, but it doesn't look oily, which is a good indication of the health of the motor. So before I waste any more time and flood my driveway here, we're going to attempt to fire this boat up here. One of the other things I'll explain to you real quick before I put the cover back on the motor. I thought the batteries were dead, but when I pulled the cover back, I found out that big red round box there and that knob is actually a switch for a disconnect to the batteries. Because of the electronics on this boat, it's possible that it would drain the batteries if you did not, you know, put a disconnect switch on it. And so the disconnect switch is there to allow you not to have to recharge your batteries. So there's one battery right behind that seat in the box, and there's another battery right behind this seat in the box, and they're brand new when I bought the boat. And if I didn't tell you folks, I just picked this boat up last night. So here we go. We're gonna give her a test fire here. All you do is you just turn this key, and you can see there's a little light on underneath. This is your trim control here, which I've already adjusted. And away we go. Oh boy. I don't think you could ask for any better than that. We want to make sure that water is actually flowing through the water pump. So we're going to get out real quick here, and we need to check that. And if it's not, we need to make an adjustment to how the earmuffs are working. I'm going to shut the cover because I do not need to fall into the motor.